Cause I just checked my bank account and I'm good. I'm flexing, yeah. Cause my singles going off in my hood. I'm flexing, yeah. Everywhere I go, you know it's all love. I'm flexing.
Yo, what's good, Crazy Nation? It's your boy Espy, the Crazy. You know what it is? I'm back again with another reaction. This is to Bini, Karera. I'm gonna be reacting to the music video, the lyric video, and the dance practice. Let's get it. Let's go. Nice. They're meteors. I was already moving to the beat before the beat even started. I love the beat for this song. Oh, wait, I can actually just watch the... Yeah, that's actually smart. Just watch the lyrics here. I just noticed that the subtitles are on. So it is controlled. That's I thought I could hear that when I heard the song. I caught that and I was like, huh. I'm like, it's the same way of saying it in Spanish, or similar. Because even that part, the no problema. Nice. Wow, it's interesting how even without knowing the lyrics, you can feel what they're saying. Do you know what I mean by that? And adding the lyrics on, just, it feels the whole... It's like we're playing what's the fucking thing? You know that game where it's like fill the gap? You know what I mean by that? It's like filling in the holes of like what's missing. I don't agree with the missing lyrics part, but yeah, that it's technically that, but in another way. You know what I mean? Because it's like in the what I like about Bini is that you can tell through the way that they sing when it's very emotional. You can tell by the way that they portray their voices and the specific ways of how they sing. It's meaningful. You agree with me, right? Like, we don't know the lyrics, and throughout all these videos you can feel it. You know that it feels like it's like a instinct of like, like when like someone comes up to you and they're like, oh, like you can tell when they're desperate and when they need help, even though you don't understand the language that they're speaking. It's that type of way. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what that is called. I would assume it's called instincts, right? It's a great way of like explaining. It's a universal language, you know? And I think that's why I laugh when people say, "Oh, sorry. It doesn't it isn't in English, so I'm not going to listen to it." Bro, music's a universal language, just like food. They're both, food is universal. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't matter. Anyway, but yeah, I find that fascinating. The music agrees with the lyrics. I wouldn't even say the music. It's the feeling the music agrees with the feeling more than even the lyrics. The artists are so good at what, like, for example, I know I compared him to Michael, but that's what Michael was good at. Let's be honest, that is what Michael was amazing at, was being able to make universal music where people understand what he's singing about because of the way that he sings and the way that his body language and all that is for the song. And I feel like this group does the exact same thing, which is amazing. Because it's hard to do. Only like the greats are really good at doing this. Wow. What a lyric. Starting a new is always a victory. Hold on. Why is this even on? Because I don't even remember switching the subtitles on. I'm shocked that the subtitles are even on. But anyway, I don't mind. Interesting. Whoa, that's cool. That makes a lot of sense why she sings that way. That makes a lot of sense. It's funny because you remember how we were talking about in certain parts it sounded like a struggle and stuff like that? It's fascinating. I see why fans were losing their shit about the way you and I would talk about these songs. I just can't get over that sometimes we forget to take a break, take a rest for a while, like, you know what I mean? And her she's singing it in a talking tone, in like the lowest tone possible. So that's fucking hilarious. The whole point of that was we were right about that. Wow, that's hilarious. I remember saying that it sounded like they were doing short breathing. Remember? We spoke. Wow, that's hilarious. That's the irony of understanding small things, small details. You know? I want to hear this part. There's a specific part I want to catch. That's fascinating. Yeah, this is good. Once again, music about self-doubt. It's it's fascinating, like understanding music like this, where it's about doubting yourself, uh, finding ways to believe in yourself. You know, like it's fucking hilarious because we are just talking about this about another artist, and I was saying I assume that's what his next album's going to be about. Because that's the thing, right? I feel like once you make it in life, right, or like in the career that you know, like there's certain chapters in careers where it's like, okay, you've made it here, but that's when another part of doubt comes in, and then you make it to the next chapter, and that's where more doubt comes in. You know what I mean? It's fascinating how that works. It's fascinating how that works where, like, for example, let's say as like what my job is. Once I made it to 100 subs, I have more doubt, right? Then it goes up 1,000. I have more doubt. It keeps, every time you keep on going up to that next chapter, you get more anxious, you know? Anxious, worried. At times it can be insecurity and all of that in one. Like me, for example, I get it, but not crazy bad. Like I know who I am, and I feel like Majo can vouch for this, and a lot of people in my mods can vouch for this. Is that I know who I am, and I know what I like. I don't. I know what I want. I've known what I've wanted. I would say since probably what 1,000 subs. I knew what I wanted for this channel. To be fair, actually, this is the reason I created. Actually, even before that, it's why I created this channel. I just remembered that. Even more than that, it's why I created this channel. I created this channel because I had a channel before which was all about hip hop and R&B. And I was like, I started dropping K-pop videos, and I noticed that the fans kept on clashing and arguing with each other. And I went, you know what? No, I must put these videos. I'm gonna make a new channel where it's more about uh K-pop. It Bini was already in my mind at this point. Like they were already in my mind around this point. And I was like, I want to go into more Filipino music, reggaeton, all of that. I remember having that thought already. But it took me a while to get the confidence to go, fuck it, I'm going to do it. And I feel like that's what happened. I can understand what they're talking about not wanting to rush things. I've always felt like taking your time until you're ready is always the right way to do it. And it's like with this group. Look at how I honestly think y'all would never understand how much I grew from the time I started this channel to where I am now as a reactor. Majo's someone that can vouch for this. He's one of my mods. He's been here since practically almost the beginning. He came a year later, like a year later into like my beginning of this. But even he can tell how much I've grown from back then to now. Now I know how to break down music in my way, in the way I want to break it down and appreciate music. And I've seen how much the comment section has been so supportive of it, and it means a lot because not many fans appreciate it. A lot of fans don't like it. There are fans that love it, and there's fans that fucking hate it. But yeah, like I feel like if I was to listen to this music 2 years ago, I don't think I would appreciate it the way I'm appreciating it now. I'm actually very glad that with Bini, I took my time because I'm getting to appreciate them way more than I ever would have. I probably would have appreciated them the same way, but there's something different with the way that I got introduced to them. I could see something bigger, and it's really cool to see after like watching all this and breaking it down. And this is only just the beginning, so that's the fun part about this.
Kailangan kong maunahin, di naman ito karera. Pwedeng magdahan-dahan sa bawat panibagong umaga. Ang pagsimula muli ay isang tagumpay na. Huwag mag-alala, buhay ay
So basically, this song is about you two. You're funny. Pretty much, though. It makes a lot of sense why this is actually one of my favorite songs. It's funny how the two of my favorite songs of theirs have relate to me so much. In a way, relates to like my life and stuff that I've done. It's very fascinating. This and Zero Pressure. It's so interesting. Yeah, of course, it relates to heaps of people. That's the cool part. It's really, and that's why I said I've noticed from the beginning that their music is very relatable, even though I don't understand the lyrics. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones that this music's relatable. This is the part that I wanted to see, the Aya part. I agree with all of these words. Seriously, as someone that has the career that I have, it takes everyone time to find their own pace. You can never rush people in life. It's one of the main reasons why at times I can be very patient. You know? It's about arriving, not racing everyone else. 100%. Like I know people, like for example, you know how when people are driving, bro, the way people drive, it always makes me laugh. Cause I'm like, my mum always does this to people. People will speed, and then my mum would catch them on the red light, and then she starts waving them and going, "You got there very fast." She'll roll down the window and go, "Look, we got to the same red light. Wow, you must be very happy with how you speed." And I'm like, "Oh my god, she's such a smart ass," and it makes me laugh every time because it's just like, what's like, I get, I get, I look at people and I don't understand the importance of rushing. I get it if it's like life or death. You know what I mean? That's different. If it's like an emergency or something like that, that I can understand. That I can understand. But when it comes to like life in general, like I know people that it's always now, 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 now. And I'm like, bruh, relax. I say this to the comment section all the time. Chill. I will get there when I want to get there. I'm not forcing myself to do videos. Because when I force myself to do videos, I end up hating groups. Oh, I end up missing things. And I never like doing that. I hate when I miss things. This song actually exemplifies that getting super. Oh, really? So what we were talking about? Literally what I brought up at the beginning. Wow, that's funny. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I assume this is after Pantropico? No, sorry. So this was before or after? Ah, okay, got you. I'm actually intrigued to see the choreo now. This is a great music video. Whoa. Ah, that's fascinating. Crazy. I love the writing, the stars and shit. The font. Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, wow, they do that as well. The reactions to their music video. That'll be very interesting to see. Hold on. Let's check this. I would actually check out the lyric video anyway. Because why not? They're in the same album. That's crazy. What the hell is that album? How does it have that and Salamin all in one? All in one. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me open something real quick. I want to see if there's much of a difference. Just out of curiosity. I'm obviously going to look at the lyrics through thing. Hold on, let me see. I want to see the chorus part. There's someone chasing after you. You don't have so much to raise. Who even? So it is exactly how it was spelled. Starting anew already is a victory. Okay, cool. Alright, sweet. Then I'll just go straight into the whatchamacallit then. The dance practice. Which I don't mind. That'll be fucking mad. I'm keen to see the dance practice. I'm intrigued to see the dance practice because the dance practice is going to be fascinating. Damn. By the way, I know people have sent me, oh, you wouldn't believe who the main dancer is. I actually forgot that Sheena is the main dancer of the group. I completely forgot about that. I remember Madro sending me their positions before. And I completely forgot that Sheena was the main dancer. Ooh, okay, Stacy. Damn, they're very sharp. Ooh, okay, Joanna. Nice. The formation dancing. That's cool. That's cool. Because they think about Joanna as a singer. And what I mean by that is the rest of the group is dancing a bit more complex, while Joanna's doing a bit more of a smoother way because then it doesn't affect her vocals. Damn, that was crazy. What a transition for Gwen. Ooh, that was clean. So that's Gwen, Stacy, Joanna, and Colette? Looks like Colette. Yeah, it is Colette. I want to know what happened and why Aya, Malloy are laughing. They're smiling and trying not to laugh. Same as Sheena. Something happened here. Damn, that's crazy by Gwen. I like this transition. They really love these moves, huh? Where a member starts from the side and then comes across. Have you noticed that? They love doing that. Because I remember Aya's one where she had to travel from the back all the way to the other side of the back, which is fascinating. Funny freeze frame. The Joanna freeze frame. It's funny because Joanna looks like that, and then Colette's part on the right, on the far right. Do you know who had? Do you know who's the perfect freeze frame? Gwen. Just bang, perfect. Man, this is difficult. I'm amazed on how difficult their dancing is. And how synchronized it is as well. Ooh, that was crazy. Damn, Gwen. Okay. Gwen dropped her shoulder like she was about to hit someone. Wow, that's fascinating. I just find the irony of when this music came out. Because the similarity of another song that came out around this time is very fascinating. You see it? Ooh, that was cool. What was that? I don't know what that finger movement was, but that looks sick. Ooh, nice, Malloy. Damn. I love how they dance. They're very similar to... What group is it that... There's a K-pop group that does this type of dancing, and I can't fucking remember who it is. Is it Oh My Girl? That's very elegant and beauty. Which group is it? That Eyes one's one of them that comes to mind, where they dance very like beautiful. It's mostly like that beautiful, elegant formation of dancing. But as well, they're able to dance smooth and clean too. It's fascinating. This is a fucking crazy freeze frame, by the way.
다한 lang buhay ay di kalera. Buhay ay
What'd you say? Soft, fluid movements and transitions, very elegant. Yeah, but not only that. I know you didn't. You didn't mention, and strong, and solid. Sorry, solid movements too, which is impressive. They have soft and fluid movements and transitions, but as well their transition at times certain members their transitions can be very sharp. You know, very sharp and strong, which is really cool. Oh yeah, okay, I get what you mean. Yeah, all good. Like look at that. Look at this. To be honest, the group that I'm thinking about is actually identical to this, and ironically, it's a boy group. Their dancing is pretty similar to like Fake Love and stuff like that, where they're able to bring that elegance, but as well use power. Wouldn't you agree? Like Fake Love, Black Swan, those type of songs where they would use power but as well be elegant at the same time. The difference with this group is that they use more hip movement, hand movement, and all of that combined. It's like combining everything together. It's like Oh My Girl, Bini, BTS type dancing. It's really cool. It's one of my things that I love about music is that they're able to find. Well, of course though, because their music's more hip hop, while theirs isn't. So of course they're gonna go harder because it's harder beats. This they don't need to because the beat is softer. But when they have a song like Zero Pressure, they can go to that extent where they have to hit harder. It's more about placing and stuff like that, and due to the beats, right?
minsan inalilimutang
Wow, that is incredible.
minsan inalilimutang
I love that transition with the.
minsan inalilimutang
That's so cool. Hold on. Does she start moving before the rest? No, they move at the exact same time. Okay, cool. That's mad.
minsan inalilimutang mga sandali
Wow,
pahinga ng saglit
that's incredible. Ooh, that's a cool way to cut.
sandali pahinga ng saglit
So she's okay. So she starts here. No, Aya starts there. Gwen starts right next to her,
mga sandali
and then Gwen cuts into like around. She cuts there. Gwen cuts in around here. Aya goes here. Colette steps back.
pahinga ng saglit
No. Joanna jumps to her side. See what I mean? That's fucking mad. That's so cool. That's such a crazy way to switch members. Such a drastic way, and it works.
mga sandali pahinga ng saglit
Wait, where the fuck does Stacy go? Okay, so Stacy goes here. Now that was surprisingly complex for such an easy image on the. That's what I'm saying. Because I look at where the members are standing and I'll go, wait a minute, where do they go? Because I saw Aya walking and I'm like, okay, Aya's next to Gwen. So Gwen has to follow in. And what happens is Colette steps to the side. It's so fascinating to watch this stuff. I love it. So where does Mika go? Okay, Mika follows Aya like a shadow. Fascinating.
mga sandali
That's cool. Oh wow, y'all weren't lying about Aya fucking traveling, huh? Aya just went from here to the middle and then all to the other side. Okay, I see why people call Aya what do they call her? The traveling dancer or some shit like. Oh my god, I see why Aya the traveler. Oh, hello Colette. Wow. Okay, this is detailed. But what's crazy is that she starts doing this arm roll thing, and from what I noticed was these two match her, which is fascinating. But I don't know if I saw the whole group does it, or is it just Sheena and Malloy? No, it's the whole fucking group. Wow, that is so detailed. Damn. Woo, what was that? Wow. Get the fuck out of here, Colette. What the fuck was that? No, but if you notice, she moves one, she switches the way and it moves the rest of the members. So it starts with them, then goes to these two, and then moves the last. It's so fucking detailed. Damn. I am surprised that Sheena doesn't punch this wall. Nice. Oh, okay, so that's part of the part of the song where you have to fucking travel across the world. I love how smooth that dancing part is. The walking part is. This. Wow, that's so cool. Watch how, because they make that step move, Gwen slides and Sheena fits right in here, which makes it's a gap due to Gwen moving to the right. See what I mean? She took a step backwards and it fits that perfect gap for Sheena to fill. Fuck off. I love this. The small things about this choreography is so fascinating. The small details. Wow, she is very good at dropping that shoulder. Gwen. It's so fascinating. Like you said, Magic, all of them have their own personalities when they dance. They don't look like robots. They don't look like they're all trying. They're all synchronized, but they're all synchronized in their own way of dancing though. It doesn't look like they're trying to be the same dancer, which is fascinating. It's so cool. Okay, Gwen? Ooh, what happened there? I missed that. Am I blind? Or did she go too early? Something happened here. I love how they transition from smiling and laughing instantly. Damn. Wow. Wow. Crazy. Like I said, when they want to, they can completely switch it up. That's what I said to you, Major. When they want to, they can completely switch it up and be as strong as boy groups, which is fascinating because it's amazing when I find it amazing when women are able to transfer that type of power because it's not easy to do and to make it look clean at the same time. It's not easy to do. And some of my like favorite dancers, a lot of them are, ironically, are females because of that. I find it amazing when you're able to transfer that power. It's so cool to watch. It's one of like the nicest things to watch. The only thing that they're missing, honestly, is wearing hoodies. For me. And it would have been perfect. This is clean as. That footwork is crazy. Wow. Woo! Damn, the power. Mika, Sheena, Malloy, and Colette, huh? Wow, that is incredible. The synchronization to this. Especially that these two are they're facing a wall. It isn't a mirror. That's heavily relying on the beat. You know what I mean? The 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's heavily relying on that. Especially when you can't see. Woo! Damn, yeah, they're really fucking good dancers. Wow. Ooh, okay, Sheena.
Bini, maraming beses na nga ba nadapa tumaya naniwala sa mundong madaya ano nga ba sino nga ba ikaw ba o ako ba hinalang mo
Okay, Stacey.
yeah wag ka nang maniwala sa paniniwala na dapat makipagunahan sa karera
Ooh, nice. It's that bang, and then they move with her, and then she does that whoosh, whoosh.
sa karera kung wala namang karera dahan-dahan tahan lang kakayanin umpisa ka lang
Woo! Okay, boy.
dahan-dahan tahan lang kakayanin umpisa ka lang na kailangan kung maunlahin di naman ito karera pwedeng magdahan-dahan sa bawat panibago
Wow.
karera pwedeng magdahan-dahan sa bawat panibagong umaga ang pagsimula muli ay
Do you know what's cool? You can see how much they all love to dance. You can see this is a group that loves to dance and loves to sing. It's very obvious, especially how often they're smiling and laughing. You know, you can tell that they enjoy it. It isn't just a job for them. This isn't just a job for them. You can tell that they actually enjoy what they're doing, which makes it even better, and it shows why they're so good.
ito karera pwedeng magdahan-dahan sa bawat panibagong umaga ang pagsimula muli
Damn.
ay isang tagumpay na
Woo!
mag-alala buhay ay di karera dahan-dahan lang buhay ay di karera wala masyadong mabagal wala may pilis sa pag
That's such a cool part.
buhay ay di karera wala masyadong mabagal wala may pilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay hindi kami mitis hingang malalim lang at tandaan ika'y may hawak ng iyong ba wala masyadong mabagal walang mabilis sa
Aya must just be used to it that she has to travel around the world in 80 days to fucking do her choreo. Bro, I've never seen someone travel so much in a group. I've never seen one dancer move so much.
Walang masyadong mabagal, walang may pilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay. Hindi kami nipis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan. Ika'y may hawak ng iyong hakbang. Walang masyadong mabagal, walang mabilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay. Hindi kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at
You know what's so cool? This reminds me of like wedding stuff. You know those parts where they introduce in like those dance things, like the wedding shit, and like the rest of the people are dancing around them. You know what I'm talking about? I forgot that's what that's called. You know when they do like wedding celebrations, or not wedding? Not I put emphasis on wedding celebrations. But yeah, you know how like when they do wedding celebrations, it reminds me of that, or like even like when you watch musicals, right? And then like for the outro, the rest of the the dancers are dancing and they're introducing the the main cast one by one. Doesn't that it reminds you of that? It's really cool. Like in my head, I just started thinking of like High School Musical, because High School Musical at the ending, this is what they do. And when I saw that, I was like, huh, it's fascinating how this is at the end of the song. That it's more of like a celebration.
kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan.
It suits the song. It suits the words of what they're expressing. The no worries, you know, enjoy your life the way that it is. You don't have to rush. It's really cool how that's expressed through cardio, through choreo.
Ika'y may hawak ng iyong hakbang. Walang masyadong mabagal, walang mabilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay. Hindi kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan. Ika'y may hawak ng iyong hakbang. Walang masyadong mabagal, walang mabilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay. Hindi kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan.
Wow. This is a great combo. Gwen and Sheena. Fucking hell.
Takbo ng buhay, hindi kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan. Ika'y may hawak ng iyong hakbang. Mabilis sa pagtakbo ng buhay. Hindi kami mintis, hingang malalim lang at tandaan.
That's fascinating. They have like multiple times that this happens. Like even when they're dancing on the side, it looks like they're the six that are dancing on the side are dancing together, which is really cool. Fascinating. Hold on. That's not put on purpose? Cocaine Nation? Bro, what? I'm sorry. I saw that. I was like, huh? Did you catch that? I was looking on the corner of my eye and I'm like, there's no way I read that right. This is crazy. I really enjoy these videos. I enjoy these videos a lot. Especially watching stuff like this. I don't know if people understand like how much I enjoy dancing videos. And I don't know all the best like technicalities and stuff like that. I only catch what I see and that's it. And what I enjoy is when you're able to see stuff like this. All right, here we go. So the choreographers, Matthew Almodovar, Redden Blanquera, Adam Alonso, and Mickey Pers.
You want to try to rock on the scene?
No. Mickey Pers. Why do I know that name? I know this name. I've heard of him before. Austria, damn. Interesting. I don't know why I recognize his name. And a Filipino Austrian. Fascinating. It's weird, man. There's certain names that I recognize and it blows my mind because I'm like, how the hell do I recognize certain names like this? And it's like from like the most at 9 times out of 10, it's like from the most random things that I'm just like, oh my god, there you go. He was on Big Brother. What the fuck? Like some of the most random stuff you catch it on, and it's very interesting. But yeah, what do I have to say? I really enjoyed this. I enjoy this stuff a lot. I'm having a lot of fun with the music videos and dance practices. I'm gonna start, like I said in the last video, I'm gonna start mixing it up more. So don't expect straight away the next thing's going to be a music video and a dance practice. It might be a live performance. Who knows? I like to keep people on their toes. I don't like just making everything look so obvious where it's like, oh, okay, we can guess what he's going to do next. So yeah, I enjoyed this though. I enjoyed this a lot. Um, I love this song. This is one of I've noticed this and Zero Pressure are like currently my two favorite songs of theirs. And it's just because of the way the music makes me feel. And it's funny just looking at the lyrics and understanding, wow, like that message portrayed, they portrayed the message perfectly without me even knowing the lyrics, which is fascinating because I feel like a lot of musicians today struggle to do this. Would you agree? I feel like this isn't as common as it used to be. This used to be a necessity. Would you agree with that? It used to be a necessity in music, especially the music that we grew up with. It was a necessity that you had to make people feel. And it's funny because this reminds me of a recording behind that we watched where Stacy got told, "We want you to make music that sounds robotic." And if you ever see the artist's reactions, they're like, "Huh? Why? Why are we making music that you don't want people to feel?" And I find that so interesting. Like, I've noticed with music, especially music right now, how everyone's going down that electro, EDM, techno sound. They're going more to that robotic. You know what I mean? That robotic sound. And it's just fascinating to me. It's fascinating to, because like even like the best electronic techno sounds don't sound too robotic. Would you agree with that? Like they still have, it's still humanized in the music. There's still like some type of humanized sound, right? And I've found it interesting how that's like kind of like going away with some current music. It's interesting how it's the greatest example was listening to Blush, not Blush, yeah, Blush and Cherry on Top. And I was like, oh wow, it sounds like your generic pop song. But what Bini do so well is expressing their feelings and expressing emotion in the song where it doesn't sound like your generic pop song. Because if you ever listen to a lot of generic pop songs, a lot of people bitch that it sounds too simple. It doesn't have enough emotion. and stuff like that. I always hear that in certain songs. And that's why a lot of people love the Beyoncés, the Brunos, you know, that they express the right amount of what you want. You know, they express the perfect amount of what you want from that song. And I just find it interesting that I can see that Bini are in that realm, which is fascinating, which just shows that the people that make their music are humans and don't think about money first. They're thinking about the music first incompletely. Especially, I know people have been bringing up their vocal coaches and stuff like that. It's obvious that that's one of the main goals of their vocal coaches, was to make the music, the music and the feeling around it comes first, not the money and everything else that comes with that. Which is fascinating because in a world that we live in, that is rarely the case nowadays. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. So if y'all like this, give this a thumbs up. None of that. Comment if you want to see more. Subscribe, and remember, keep living a crazy life and stay blessed. Peace. Laters. Whoop. Peace.